Hey guys, it's your girl Stephanie, aka Sassy Steph, of Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. Guys, we are in week 3 of Stitch Mania. I cannot believe we have already hit halfway point. It has been, this past week has been a humdinger, okay, for stitching. It was just not a good week for me. 3 of these days I was fighting a migraine, so I had to restart stitches over and over and over and over again. And then on one day, I decided that I can talk and stitch at the same time, and found out that that combination just don't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. And I did receive a frame this week, and unfortunately, it's going back. And I will share with you my thoughts on why. So let's go ahead and get started. Sorry, I had to itch my nose. Okay, first, the project that I started last week was the Shannon Christine's design called The Signs of Christmas. Guys, I absolutely love this. I love this chart. Now, I'm working with Fancy Floss, Weeks Dye Works to be exact. And I am telling you, I had the hardest time remembering that I was using Fancy Floss. I kept loop starting, and I kept, but I was doing the 1 stitch at a time. I remembered that part, but I could not remember that I was not supposed to loop start it. I was supposed to start the 2 strands and, go for it that way. But I couldn't remember to do that. So from here forth, I am so team Kim Jolly, because stitching is supposed to be fun. I can't remember it, apparently, remember all this stuff. So I'm just gonna buy the floss because I want to, because it's pretty, okay? That's a good enough reason for me, okay? So I am going to do that and just have fun stitching, because I cannot for the life of me see, I can't even talk about it. I couldn't remember how to do it. And I'm like, ugh, whatever. So I still have it on the frame. This is how far I got. It is absolutely gorgeous. This red and white part right here is part of the frame. This part right here is half of the April design. So I cannot wait to see how it turned out. Now on camera, this looked like this word is going to be rides, but it looked like it's going to be washed out, but it's not. In person, it looks really, really good. So it's just the angles that I'm holding it and stuff like that on camera. But yes, oh, I loved it. But I had to start this sleigh and this tree over and over and over again, because I was messing up. So, but anywho, I'm gonna save the back stitching that it has for last, and then because I need all of it to be done before I can do it, so I can do it all at one time. The variegation, it shows up really good in the word old fashioned, because that is when I was using the floss the correct way. But when I got down to this banner right here, I didn't remember it until I got this far. And I was like, I'm not starting over again. Just not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it. But this tree and this sleigh right here, I had to start over at least 6 times. I wanted to take this project and toss it, but I did not. I got this far, and I am so proud of myself. And let me talk about this frame. This sucker, as you can see, I have to keep tightening it up, and tighten it up. And I don't like that. And if I need to work on the back, like, because I haven't learned, I've learned, but I haven't, what is that word, executed the technique enough to, submit it to memory on how to do the pin stitch, on how to do a waist knot. Now, I like the waist knot. I just don't know how to do it. So once I learned that, if I'm using a scroll frame or using any other type of frame that I'm going to get, once I learn how to do that technique, maybe it won't be so bad. But because as of right now, I'm having to flip the frame. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. And I'm not a fan of this. When I'm sitting it on my lap, next thing I know, it's going down like that. So yeah, it's just not a good one for me. I love the concept though. I love the concept. So what I think I'm going to do is get a floor one. Unfortunately, that's a lot more money. I'm looking at the Laurie one where I can put my Q-snap on it or another hoop on it or scroll on it and work it, and then I can flip it easier than having to flip the whole entire frame upside down. So yeah, that was that. Okay, on to my Sunday stitch. This is when I learned that I cannot talk and stitch at the same time. Now, well, let me rephrase that. Start in a different area at the same time as when I'm talking. Yeah. This is where I ended up last week. This is what I started and then got to this point right here and realized, girl, you done screwed up. Why did I feel the need to start up here? I should have started down here, and then I knew my counting would have been accurate. But no, your girl had to start up here. So I counted. It was up 8 and work on 9. That's how my brain works. I have to say that. I go up spaces, and then on the 9th one, that's the one I work on. What did I do? I went up 7 and worked on 8. Oh, this gotta go. I was going to rip it out, yes, last night, because that's when I made the mistake yesterday. When we were talking, we were grilling with the family. My mom was grilling. She treated us. She pampered us. My mom is amazing, guys. Yeah, I'm talking, grilling. Then I felt really sick. I didn't want to tell nobody because I didn't want nobody worrying about me. So I laid my butt down and I'm stitching, right? I'm stitching. Not feeling good, I'm stitching. It lasted not really long, but it was just enough where I needed to lay down. I was like, Lord, just let me keep on stitching, keep my mind on something, because I didn't want to freak anybody out. Yeah. Screw that up now, didn't I? So the stitches are coming out. So what I was going to have finished for today, I'll be finishing for next week, Sunday. Now on to what I'll be stitching this week. This week I will be stitching, and I hope I get pretty far on it. The USA Forever stamp by Fat Quarter Shop. I am using this call for thread colors. They're all DMC flosses. And I am also using the call for fabric, which is a 25 count Lagana in this shadow by Lori Holt. It feels amazing. Now, guys, I just graduated with this one. No. With the Land I Love, no, that's 14. With this one to 16 count. 25 count, I might need some soup. I definitely gonna be using my eye magnifier for this one, okay? Yeah, that's kind of tiny. But I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping I can get most of that one done. So, that is it. What are you guys stitching on? I hope you guys are stitching on something fun. Let me know down in the comments below. Yes, I'm super duper excited about next week, because next week I'll be starting my full coverage, and I'll be working on that one all the way through to the end of the month. I wanted more time with that one, and I'll tell you guys about that on next week. Guys, until the next video, be blessed. Bye.